I don't know the magic of them. I just know that they work and that they're great. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Allison if you are new here, and today I am sharing my Amazon organizational favorites. Now I did this video a month ago, I think, with my IKEA organizational favorites. This video is going to be the same format. I organized all of my favorite organizational things into categories, and we're going to go through all of the categories. And then while I'm explaining and showing you the item, I'm also going to show you where I use it in my house. So you can see exactly how I use all of these things and where they're used in my home. So it's not just me showing you a bunch of products, it's how I actually use them. These are my most coveted, most enjoyed, most loved Amazon organizational favorites. You can see most of them behind me, but a couple of them are at my feet, so not all of it is spoiled. But we have 5 categories to get through today. We have kitchen items, we have multi-use items, random, life organization, and then travel. So if you are ready to dive into all of those categories with me, let's get started. My first category is going to be kitchen. So everything for organizing the pantry, the refrigerator, just everything in the kitchen is going to be this first section. Okay, the first thing I am sharing are these OXO pop containers, and I know that you've probably heard about them a million times. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but I have found that the best value for them is on Amazon. Sometimes Costco will sell the value packs at a discounted price, but you normally end up with a bunch of random sizes that you don't need. Like, I don't think people need more than like one of the tall bins, and most of those bundles come with like 1 or 2 of them. So like sometimes that's not the best value because you end up buying products you're not going to use. On Amazon, you can buy all of these a la carte, and they recently came out with a new line. If you can tell, the tops of these two are a little bit different. This one's the old style and this is the new style. The new style came out and they have attachments you can add to the inside of the lid. So this attachment right here is the brown sugar saver. So if you've ever tried to store brown sugar in a container before, you probably know that it gets rock hard super fast and then it becomes unusable. This little clay disc clips into the top of that lid, and then you soak it in water for like 15-ish minutes, and then it keeps the moisture levels in here like good so the brown sugar doesn't harden, and it's amazing. I also have a giant container for our flour. This is not all of the pop containers I have. There were just too many to bring all the way out from the kitchen into our office, but I love these. They're great. I will never go back from these. Next thing in kitchen organization is a tea caddy or a tea organizer. So this is from Utopia, I think is the brand. Everything will be linked down below, and they are affiliate links. So if you shop through my links, I get a little kickback. The prices are not any different for you. It just like helps me for promoting their products. This guy I love. I got him years ago back in college as I'm a major tea drinker, and I love that these little compartments pop out. So if you want to like switch them around, you can just like pop them out and move them around. You don't have to pull every single tea bag out. It also makes it really easy to clean this. And the reason this is great is I probably fit like 10-ish tea boxes in here, or like boxes of tea bags, and it's like such a slim profile, and then I just stick it into our pantry, and then you like obviously know it's tea because it has a little label right there. How cute is that? And you can pull it out and then choose what tea you want from this. This probably is the biggest space saver in our pantry because if you can imagine how many boxes of tea all of this holds, that's why I love this guy a whole lot, and I'm never ever giving him up. Ugh. I'm realizing some of these things are not clean because I just pulled them straight out of my pantry. Next up in the kitchen category though is this acrylic spice organizer. I got this guy in college when I was living with 3 other roommates and we shared one kitchen. So my spice collection is not as large as it is today. But this was like the perfect size for like college cooking. Like, I don't know, you can probably fit 3 in each row. So you have 9 spices in here, and then it also raises them up so you can see the different heights. I really enjoyed this guy. I still use them today. I have introduced a different type of organization for some of my other spices though. That's going to be in the multi-use category, so stick around for that one. Okay, this is Allison after I filmed that entire video. I realized I forgot one of my favorite and most crucial kitchen organization pieces from Amazon. So this rack right here that separates all of these pans is actually meant for skillets, but they're made so you can turn them either long ways so they're stand up like that, or you can turn them sideways so you can stack skillets tall ways. I love this. This is keeping me sane in here. They come with a 2-pack, so you get one of these, and then in this cabinet I use my second one to do all of my skillets, and it might be a little hard to see, but they're stacked tall ways. But that is one of my absolute favorite must-have Amazon items. So these items are going to be kind of an in-between category. Yes, they could be multi-use, but I bought a value set of them that has an egg container, so it's very obviously for the kitchen. and it's these acrylic little bins. I made a whole video about our pantry declutter and reorganization and our fridge declutter and reorganization, and I featured these guys in it. There's two more that go with this set. One has all of our eggs in it, and then another one is a large bin that we keep like our bread and whatever in the fridge. So I only brought these two out because they were in our pantry, but they are great sizes. They're really versatile. My favorite is this guy with a little handle because it's easy to pull out of like hard to reach places and have like a lot of stuff kept in here. So these are super helpful, but they don't have to be just for the kitchen. So this is kind of where the multi-use category comes into play. Continuing on in the multi-use section, the next item, I do use it in my kitchen, but it definitely does not have to stay in there. It is this trio of jars. There's one more. I don't know if I can hold them all. So these little 3 white jars, they have an airtight lid. So in this jar, my husband likes to make old fashions, so he keeps his sugar cubes in here. This big one, I keep my running goos. If you run and know what goos are, they fit great in this size. And I think in this guy, we just pour wine corks. So we love that set. It's really, really sleek and classy. It is a smaller size. So compare it to the really tall OXO container. This is the medium sized one, so they are much more petite, but I really enjoy these guys because I can have them out on my counter, have them be decor and also functional. Next item in the multi-use category is another one of those clear acrylic bins. This one is definitely much more versatile. I think it's even advertised as like office supply storage, like you can put notebooks in here. We use this in our kitchen to store all of our tin foil, saran wrap, and our rolling pin actually, because they stack really nicely tall ways in there, but once again, not limited to being used just in the kitchen. The last thing in the multi-use category is what I was hinting at earlier as what I use for my spice organization now. This guy is really dirty, I don't know if you can tell, but he is well loved, and he is a turntable or a lazy Susan. This one specifically is really inexpensive. I think it's like less than $10, less than $9 even, and it's got little grips on the inside so things don't slide around, and this guy lives in our pantry. I put all my spices on there. The tallest are going in the middle, the shortest go on the sides, and it works great. I love this thing. Now, I did just say I love that thing, but I also really love acrylic. And then I found this guy, and he is another lazy Susan, but he is clear and acrylic and see-through, and I love him, and he is massive. I actually have all of the stickers on it because I bought him recently, and he is going to be going under our sink. I just haven't gotten around to organizing that project yet, but big fan of this guy and his size. Onto the random category, and I only have 2 things in here, and honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, this should be called the tech category. And you might not understand why I need to organize tech stuff, but if you have an Apple Watch, you know that the charging situation can be a little bit tricky. So I have this little guy for my husband, and this white guy is mine, and you basically just weave through your watch charger through this, and then you take your watch off, and it rests right on top of it, and then it charges and it sits sideways, and then the time actually turns sideways too. So it's a great little gadget to have. Trust me, these make your life so much easier for a very, very inexpensive cost. I just remembered that there is in fact one more item in the random category. Now I know why it's called random, and you might be confused about this little sheet of paper that I'm holding up. So this is actually full of little sticky rubber feet that you might see on the inside of your cabinet doors so they don't slam and make a huge loud noise. You can buy these on Amazon really, really inexpensively and put these little rubber feet on anything in your apartment. All of those acrylic containers, I like to have them not with the little feet on them because I like to slide them out, but if you want to put this somewhere and not have it be shifting around or moving, you can just peel off these little sticker feet, stick them onto the bottom of it, and it's going to grip the ground wherever it's on and not move. I featured these in a clean and organize with me when I went into my desk drawers here and did the top drawer of it, so you can see that the acrylic organizers I had in those drawers weren't shifting around once I put the little feet on it. They're really inexpensive, and it's just really, really nice to fix little annoying problems like things shifting around in drawers too much. So love this. Okay, we are getting closer to the end of the video. We have 2 categories left, and we're going to start with travel. Going with the theme of doing the most obvious one first. Everybody has these probably, and everybody talks about them, but packing cubes are an absolute lifesaver. I didn't understand what the hype was with these packing cubes until I had them, and now I fully understand the hype. So this set on Amazon is super versatile. I think it's 6 pieces. I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was right. So they come in all different sizes, all the way down to this little itty bitty size. They have a shoe container, and they have really big ones. And now this is great. I don't understand how it is so helpful for packing, but it really is. So I'll group different categories of clothing together. So I'll group my outfits for day 1 and 2 of a trip, and it'll get its own bag. And then I'll stick all of my socks and underwear and undergarments into another bag. And then my pajamas and my workout clothes will get its own bag. It makes packing a lot easier and more streamlined, and it makes unpacking and like enjoying your trip a lot easier. I don't know the magic of them. I just know that they work and that they're great. So here's my favorite set from Amazon in a really pretty blue color. My next 2 items are makeup bags, but they are very, very different makeup bags. So I'm gonna be really quick about this one. You've probably seen it before. It is the makeup bag with all the different changeable compartments in it. You can slide them out, arrange it to be different sizes. This is awesome for traveling on a longer trip if you don't want products to break or spill or get smushed in your suitcase if you're checking a bag. I also know that some people like to have this stored away as like their everyday makeup, and that's just like their everyday makeup. They pull it out of their bathroom drawer, open it up, and then that's how they do their makeup. At the top here, you'll see that you have slots to put brushes in there. You have a zipper over here that a palette can fit into. Like, there's endless possibilities for organizing in this thing. I have this guy mainly for longer trips. So if I am traveling anywhere where I'm gonna have a checked suitcase, that's when I bring this guy. I find that if I'm bringing just a carry-on, this guy takes up a little too much space, but if it's a longer trip, this is what I'm reaching for. Now, when I'm not reaching for that guy, for a shorter trip, I will reach for this guy. And this guy has absolutely no structure. The previous makeup bag was nothing but structure, and this is kind of the opposite. It is just an empty bag with a drawstring at the top, super soft. It has a little bit of shape at the bottom of it to hold it, but inside of it you'll find that there are different little pockets and elastic straps and then extra pouches that they give you and all kinds of little doodads that make this very, very functional. So when I'm on a short trip, I'm stacking all of my products in here, closing it shut, securing it with that, and then it's fine. It's ready to go. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it's really easy to keep it contained wherever you are. So if you're in a hotel or an Airbnb or something, you don't have to take everything out of here and like dump it out. You can just open it up and then you see everything really clearly inside of all the pockets and pouches because everything is standing up inside of there. So this is a lifesaver on trips. Now the last category for this video is life organization, aka my favorite planners. So I only pulled out 3. Actually, you know what? There's a little more that deserves an honorable mention. Never mind, it's not on my desk. So I have 2 types of planners that I normally switch between, and that's either a structured, like printed planner with the dates on it and the months printed out, and just like the standard typical planner you'll find at the Target dollar spot or like Michael's or wherever. And then I also really enjoy empty journals or bullet journaling. On hand, I have 2 different bullet journals. This one's full. This is the one that I'm currently working through. They are the Lookstrom 1917, I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I really, really enjoy these guys. Before these guys, I was using the Moleskine notebooks, which is what I was looking for. Apparently they're not in this desk right now though, but those are also great finds. These I think might be a little more expensive than the Moleskine. The pages are a lot bigger, I think, and I just come to love this setup a little bit more. That's my bullet journal of choice. I also like these if I just want to be taking notes and just writing things down or journaling or like anything like off the cuff. If I want to write down my goals for the year, I want to reach for one of these guys. Now my favorite structured planner of the moment is the Passion Planner. This guy is pretty inexpensive, I think, for like a structured planner, so you can get different styles of it. There's also a daily version of it that I've never tried, but this is the weekly. So you get your week broken down and it has the dates up here, Monday through Sunday. It gives you spaces for to-do lists, a big open blank space to do whatever you want, this week's focus, good things that happened, and then it also gives you like a little motivational quote over here on the side. And then at the end of every month, they go through a monthly reflection with you. So this company's whole thing is to like help you pursue your passions. Obviously, it's called the Passion Planner. So when you first get the planner, in the beginning pages, they're gonna have you do like mind mapping and goal setting and like where do you wanna be in 5 years and figuring out the steps to get there. So if you want something to help you walk you through those steps and then also be there for every single day, to-do lists, tasks, and everything else in between that, this is a great planner for you too. Now I use both of those in tandem. So right now what I've been doing is my bullet journal is my daily to-do list. I will be writing down any daily tasks that I have to do. If you've seen any of my Get It All Done or Tackle Your To-Do List videos, you'll see exactly what my strategy is. I write the date at the top of the page, all of my to-do lists and little check boxes next to it, and I just go through that every single day. And I use my Passion Planner as more of a memory keeping journaling spread, so I can look back in time and see what I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. So I can like flip back to the exact page in a couple of years of where I was filming this video and remember exactly what I was doing this day. Remember that Christian was at work really, really crazy long hours, and that earlier in the week he was off 3 days in a row because he worked a night shift the night before. I can go back in time and see all of that. So it's a really cool memory keeping scrapbooking thing. Okay, I have officially been rambling far too long. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about organization, about Amazon, everything in between. I love this stuff, and starting to get a little bit stressed by what a mess I have to clean up after this video. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Bye! Oh, almost forgot to ask. I wanted to ask you guys to leave me down in the comment section what your favorite Amazon finds are. It doesn't have to be organizational. What is your favorite product from Amazon? I love finding new Amazon things, so send me your links down in the comment section and I will go check them out. Okay, bye.